Good morning. Today we're doing a bunch of tree planting. Plant planting is gonna look great. Let me show you a little bit of how we're gonna get started when we're doing a lot by laying most of these out and just going along. And that's one of the first things we'll do is just lay them out so we don't have to go back and forth. A bunch of them in a wheelbarrow, and then we'll go from there. Putting it out. Because we're on this trail kind of thing, and it's not really that close to anything, you know, usually. So we try to just take as much as we can so we don't have to go back and forth. Still got left over. I've been going back and forth keeping my barrel full so I'm not too far having to refill. It's like these dying ones right here. This one's still, it can still be brought. There's a few up there that are coming back. So what I do with these is I pretty much just fill it up, wait for the water to come down. I'll fill it up again and again and again, and I'll fill it up. So there's a bunch up there that were in direct sunlight, even more than this one. So I haven't seen this one improve yet. It's one of the two that are pretty far bad. So they're taking a while to see any improvement. So much, they just hold up their end of the bargain. And I just love it. You just sit back and have it water, and I can do that. So you spend enough time doing that. We spent some time on this one, on all of them, but you know, see how that one does too. But yeah, how cool. And then right before it overflows, just take it off and we'll go. See, it overflows, so now we'll patch that. To patch it, what I like to do is I'll remove the hose first, just get it out of there. And then you could go deep south and get it from under, or you can get from here and just patch from here. So like I said, you could go like that. You kind of just slide under here. But since it is by that pillar, I want to leave sand there. So I'll probably add some more, because you know, I don't want this hole affecting the tree. So here we'll just do reinforce, and that's pretty much that. And then that'll just find another weak area and keep fixing those, and you'll be able to keep going. Weed out, so all you gotta do is spray the root, but don't get too close to the pole, because you know, you want to keep that nice. So spray over here by the root so we can get that out easier, and he'll just pop out. We dug the hole out. We want to dig the hole out about to be flush with this plant. So the plant soil here, we get it soiled to about, or flush to, I mean, here. And usually on a hill like this hill isn't too bad, but let's say this hill was a lot more up, we'd make more of a digging here, so it'd be more of a space, and this part would be flush. But since this hill isn't too bad, really, we can, you know, shoot for flush all the way around. And then what we like to do after we've pretty much measured that, we're gonna pre-water the hole. So we'll pause it and then we'll pre-water it. And we'll just pre-water it here, really nice. The only time you don't really want to pre-water is if this is really damp. But since this is looking really dry to me, I'll go ahead and water it. So that we'll wait for that to sit until we put the plant in. So we'll wait for all the water to be absorbed by the soil, and then we'll go ahead and remeasure, and then we'll plant. So he's gone and remeasured his hole there, and now he's just filling in the soil. And again, you know, the slope isn't even too bad, so you really don't have to put too much of a lip. But anytime you do have a slope, you want to make sure that the root ball is underneath the regular level. So don't make, if this is too high up above the ground, then you're gonna have to dig it up and get it deeper, or add soil everywhere around also. So now he's getting out the air holes. This is so that when we water it, all the soil doesn't go all the way down and then it leaves it open again. So we're gonna do this so that we can stuff in more soil, more soil. So we put in more soil now, then that means when we water, it's gonna stay up, because the water's gonna take all that soil down. This is what we call the berm. We've done videos over this, how to do a berm. It's gonna keep all the water in, just like how we did here. We did some berms here. Raise your hand if you remember this tree. This was one of our older berms, one of our good ones. This was one of our highlight berms. That one and one of that one. So you don't want to berm on the front because you want the water to come in. So the water's coming in from here, and then we're gonna block it, have it stay, and then anything that is overfilled, I kind of just have it come that way naturally. So whatever gets trapped will get trapped, and whatever slides through will slide on into the inside. Now we're just gonna water it, make sure it's all set. Okay, so we have had it, pretty much all the water's gone. It took a while, sometimes it's gonna take a long time. So, especially with this kind of like sandy looking, you know, the sandy looking soil. So we're gonna remeasure it too. So you can see sometimes it's gonna do that, where we're gonna have to even dig some more. So let's go ahead and get in there, get some of it out, because we want it flush again. So we're gonna have to remeasure some of that out. Sometimes there's glass and whatever things in here, so be careful, okay? Okay, we'll remeasure again. And you can see it's flush here, which is good. And it's not too bad over here, that's nice. So we're gonna go ahead, and we don't have to re-water again. After you remeasure, you don't really need to re-water, because like we said earlier, that once it looks damp, we're not gonna re-water, or we're not gonna pre-water. So this is what it would look like damp, and you wouldn't re-water, or you wouldn't pre-water, I mean. You wanna kinda get it like that. Now, there's this thing you can call breaking the root ball, where you'll split it open and things like that. Well, it'll go like this, and you want to just be really careful, you know, like, because they like to have their roots kind of mashed, and especially in a situation like this where you're kind of too flush everywhere. So this really helps you get a few, but you want to be really gentle with it and break it up. So now you want to leave the soil here, right, because this is where we're going to berm. So we're going to put in right here, and make sure you're berming as you go. So you can go like this, so you're berming and you're going. You're berming and you're going like that. You got a good. You want to use a lot of dirt too. You don't want to use like rocks or any of this other stuff. Dirt's gonna be the best thing. So use your hand tool, you know, your finger. You can see where the water would go here, and then now we'd have to go and put more sand. So because we don't want to do that after we water, we want to just water. We're gonna go in and, you know, get all the air gaps out around the root ball. You know, not in the root ball though, around it. Keep adding the most you can, because this will all be gone. The more you water, the more it's going to be lost, a little bit of it. And we have a video for the berm again. You don't really want it to collapse too much, and you don't want to suffocate it, so you want to leave the root ball sort of exposed. It's around where you want to be. If you can't really put in too much, it's about good. So now we're gonna just water that. Pause. So what I like to do, how you're supposed to water these, is so you'll just get this and you'll get your water. It's almost like raining on it, you know? It's really gentle, this guy right here. You do kind of like this motion. This is a great time to work on your berm. You know, you can go in there and fix it around as much as you want from this spot. And then your hands get dirty, you just put them in their clean water. You can either re-water it like that, clean them up, or you simply just put them in there and they come out clean. Cool. So, any other steps?
That's it.
That's it.